Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, sloka 32. Ahan, we will do the chanting. Ye tve tadabhaya suyanto
सूयन्तो
nanutishtanti
नानुतिष्ठन्ति
me matam
मे मतं
sarvagyana
सर्वज्ञान
vimudhastan
विमूढस्तान्
viddhi nashtana
विद्धि नष्टान्
chetasah.
चेतसः
Sloka 33. Sadrisham
सदृशं
चेष्टते
चेष्टते
स्वस्याः
स्वस्याः
प्रकृतेर्
प्रकृते
ज्ञानवानपि
ज्ञानवानपि
प्रकृतिं
प्रकृतिं
यान्ति भूतानि
यान्ति भूतानि
निग्रह किम्
निग्रह किं
करिष्यति.
करिष्यति.
Thank you. Now the meaning part, Shloka 32. Ye those tu but etat this abhishyanta objections na not anutishtanti follow me my matam teaching sarvagyana in all types of knowledge vimudhan confused tan they are vidhi no nashtan ruined achate chetashah confused unable to differentiate. Here Sri Krishna ji says, but those who have objections or resistance with my teachings are always confused of their knowledge. The confused people who are confused in differentiating what is right and what is wrong will be ruined. Lord Sri Krishna ji uses the term Achat Saha. That means one who is unable to differentiate between what is right or wrong, what is correct or incorrect. So this is many cases due to one's ego. You know, like generally few people have lot of ego, like why should I listen to others? I know everything. I know what is correct or not. So this is for those type of people who are full of ego and who don't listen to others, who are in themselves only they think I am the God. So the whatever their ego is, they are not able to understand the things. And what happens? They are ruining themselves. Like Kans, we can take the example of the Kans. He had so much of ego. What happened? He got destroyed. Then we can take King of Lanka, Ravan. He also had so much of ego. Many people tried to make him understand that let Sita go, but he was not willing to listen to anyone and everything got destroyed. So these are the big examples. These are the big celebrities or big people. They were very wise people, very knowledgeable, but the ego made them do wrong things, and because of that they were destroyed. Same thing Sri Krishna ji is saying, that ego can be at any level. That ego can be at any level of people, and that ego also can be at any level of point. What happened when a person is in ego? That person will not able to understand what is correct and wrong. Why? Because that person will not listen to anyone. He will use only his intellect, his senses, his no all those his thinking. Sometimes what happen, we think we are doing right, but we are actually not doing right. So that is why Sri Krishna ji says that one should be open to listen to others, to open to adapt new things. Age is not the matter. Generally what happen when people grow up, as they grow older, they say ki, yeah, I know everything. I have so much of experience. No, I have not grown up so old like this only. They have that ego that I am grown up, I have so much of experience, I will not listen to anyone, what is correct and what is not correct. That is what ego is. So Sri Krishna ji is saying this type of people are foolish. They are spoiling their life. They don't know what is correct, what is not correct. They are not able to differentiate. So it is very, very important that you should listen to everyone. See, not everyone will come and tell you anything. है ना? Not everyone will come. Very few people will come who really concern about you. If you, after the class, you just think that who has come to you and given you the advice or told you do this or do that or given some suggestion. Very few. You can count in your fingers. So you should always listen. If somebody is saying something, there is a reason. Maybe it is, maybe nahi, it is for sure that it is the Sri Krishna ji who is coming in that person form and conveying you a message. It is very important. I personally, I have experience that we should listen to others. And if we are not listening, then for sure we are at a great loss. Sri Krishna ji is also telling that. So we should, what it, ego is there in everyone, है ना? It is there in everyone. So we should try to overcome. When the ego start coming up, one should try to train that no, I have to be open, I have to listen others, and I should be adaptable. It is very, very important. So I have seen major changes in my life. Like it is no, like steps. We say no, we climb one step ahead. And that step has come when somebody has approached me and given me the advice. And it is not that a very near or dear one, known person. Okay, you do this, it will be good for you. You do that. So I was open, I was ready to accept. So we should be open. It is very important. That is nothing that na your in Hindi we say naak kat jayegi. It is no reputation. Reputation will not go down. Nothing will happen. That person doesn't want to make no see you down or pull you down. Nothing. It is a piece of advice from the Supreme Lord. So you Siddhant and Ahan, you are growing up. So no, it is very important to both of you to understand that don't bring your ego. You should be open, down to earth, and humble. You have listen to everyone, then you decide what you have to do and what you don't have to do. But first listen, try to understand what the other person is trying to say. Correct? So same thing Shri Krishna ji is also saying. The person who has the ego is foolish. They are actually spoiling their life. They are ruining their life. And the person who doesn't have the ego, very down to earth, adaptable, is always a successful person and a happy person. Even though not successful, being happy is also nowadays a successful thing. Not everyone is happy, because I come across with so many types of people. Oh God, they will know they are not happy. They have so many things, everything they have, lot of money they have, complete family they have, but still they are not happy because they are not in divine consciousness. They will not worship God at all. They will not remember God. So what happens? Full time worrying about either about the future or the past. They forget about the present, that I have to live. What is the present? We are living the present. Are we living the future? No. Past is gone. We cannot change the past. Nobody can change. They forget to live the life. That is, it is good. We all are the chosen ones. We are learning Bhagavad Gita. So Sri Krishna ji is always with us to bring us on track. If we go off track, he will surely bring us on track. So this is what the message of Sri Krishna ji. Okay, now Ahan is going to explain. Ahan, you are dancing from long time. Ahan,
Ma'am, ma'am,
your voice is very low.
ma'am, this
Ah,
shloka is saying that if you bring up ego, you'll never be a successful man, and ego will not make a person happy. And you should, when you get angry or anything happens, you should be open. You should open your ears and listen to others' opinion, and then decide what you should do.
very good. Thank you, Siddhant.
Yes, ma'am. So here, Lord Shri Krishna is saying that ego is technically bad. So everyone who doesn't have an ego will be successful, will be happy. Not necessarily successful, but they'll be happy in life. Everything that's good. So people with an ego will be overcome by greed and all of this bad stuff. And he's also saying that when we're dealing with people, when we're going out, and when someone asks us a question or they need our help, we should not be overcome by ego. We just need to stay calm and not be overcome by that. And yeah.
Thank you, Rupashri ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. In the shloka, Lord Shri Krishna is telling that people with ego, like the way they deal with things, here he's given the example of Kamsa and Ravana, who took ego into their mind, and how they went through the list of things, the series of things in their life, and finally they were like distracted. So, likewise, if in our life we shouldn't give importance to ego, we should be down to earth, humble, and we should be ready and open enough to listening in case anybody advises us or gives us any opinion. We need to give it a positive thought and like analyze like with an open mind, so that it's like we can achieve like every milestone with without ego. If we listen to someone, the way we can channelize our life or direction will be different. So we should be down to earth, and we shouldn't give our life in the path of ego.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Ritu Babi.
So in this shloka, Krishnaji says that a person who has ego, he is not able to differentiate the right and wrong, and this ultimately leads to his perish. He perishes ultimately. So his ego destroys him. So for a person to be happy and successful uh, and really happy, he should not have ego.
Thank you. Now, Shloka 33. Sadrishyam accordingly, Cheshite act swasya by their own, Prakrite modes of nature, Jnanavan the wise, Api even Prakritim nature, Yanti follow, Bhutani all living beings, Nigraha repression, Kim what, Karishyati will do. Here Sri Krishna ji has said, even wise people act according to their natures, because all living beings follow their natural tendencies. What will one gain by restraining or controlling them? Nature, in the sense, we all are born with a nature. है ना? You must have heard, like people will say, it is the nature of that person to be rude or to be happy or to be smiling. So everybody has a own nature. So Sri Krishna ji is saying that why to control that nature? If you are born with a nature, you are being gifted a nature. Everybody is being gifted a nature. So Sri Krishna ji is saying that we should follow that, and why to control it? It is the natural tendency. You know, we have one nature. So what one will gain by controlling it? Okay, so now I'll give you a few examples. Every animal or human being has their own natures and behaviors that can't be controlled. We humans have our intellect to realize this, but not the animals. You know? Animals don't have any intellect. That is the difference between humans and other living beings. Because it's only the human which have intellect, mind, thinking power. So we'll give an example that ants carry food for their entire community, not for their own. But this is not the tendency in humans. You know, humans do, we work only for ourselves or our family, but ant carry for the entire community. So faithfulness is very high in dogs. but not in humans. Dogs are considered to be the most trusted living being. It is said that. So this is what the nature they are born with. Ants are born that they will work for the society as a whole. Dogs, they are very trustworthy. So similarly, Arjun is a Kshatriya, and his inherent nature is to fight the battles. So if he tries not to do, then it is wrong. So same way, every human being has his own nature, and that person if tries to control that and not to perform according to that nature, then it is wrong. This is what Sri Krishna ji is trying to tell us. Like Ahan and Siddhanta students. So your nature for present situation is that you will study, you will get the knowledge. And if you restrain that I will not study, then you are doing wrong. So we have to act according to our nature. Everybody has their own nature. No? So that is what Sri Krishna ji is trying to say, that we should act according to our nature and not control it unnecessarily. So same way our inherent nature is to learn, live in society, earn for a living, eat, sleep, etc. If we suppress or control something artificially, it will backfire more strongly. So when we control something, what happens? It has to come out. So it will come out with some other way, basically, if you control something to come out, then it has to come out. It will come out with some other way, so it will be in a wrong way. Obviously, if it is coming in a right way, if we control, then obviously it will go in a opposite direction and it will be a wrong way. So Sri Krishna ji is trying to convey that don't control your nature you're born with. If you are an artist, you like to draw, keep drawing. It's okay, no harm. If you are good in cooking, you like to cook the food. So same way, there are many different types of natures that humans are born with. So we have to follow that basically. So nowadays what they say, follow your passion. They say follow your passion. What you like, you do that. It is not that no, you have to do what you know nobody can force. Just enjoy what you like to do. So this is what same thing Shri Krishna ji is also saying, and he is not saying the passion, they using the word nature, but the same thing, both are the same logic, right? Okay, Ritu Bhavi, your turn.
In this shloka, Krishnaji says that every person is born with the nature and he should perform his duties according to his nature. If he goes contrast to his nature, he will not be satisfied, and even the actions that he do will not be according to his nature, so he will not be happy. So he's basically trying to say that we should be what we are, what primary duties we have, we should do that genuinely.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rupashri ma'am.
Ma'am, sorry, I didn't hear some part. I'll try to explain. In this shloka, Lord Shri Krishna is telling that we are all born with the true nature based on our soul. So, accordingly, we need to behave in our life. We shouldn't go. We should perform actions which is in relevant to that, like being living in a society and the way we have to live, and our actions should be uh, within the limits of that nature, and it should not cross the boundary of such nature, so it will things will function in line with it.
Thank you ma'am. Siddhant,
One question:
this
is it
time.
like when we say nature, it is like sattvic, tamasic, rajasic, that kind of soul nature you're telling, ma'am, about this soul?
Not sattvic, rajasic. It is no. It is a nature that we are born with. Like we say, no. Everyone has their own speciality. Some are good at cooking. Some
Okay.
are good at
Uniqueness, yes,
painting,
yes.
and
Okay,
some
okay.
are
It
good
is
at
not that.
doing
Okay,
work. That nature Sri Krishna ji saying. Like
okay,
Arjun
okay.
is a
Got it.
Kshatriya, so he is born with the nature of Kshatriya. So he has to wage battles, wage war. That type. है ना? Okay, Siddhant.
Yes, ma'am. So here, Lord Shri Krishna is saying that every human being has their own different, unique nature, and that we should never suppress it, never try to squeeze it out and hide it. We should always do what do what the nature like is. So, for example, I'll get a job one again. So most artists, like for example, like painting, that type of artists, they're discouraged to do their job and do their actual passion. In this case, it's passion, but it's, as you said, it's kind of the same logic as painting is what they want to do, is their passion and what they can work with to their fullest of ability. And many people are telling them, no, no, don't do that. It's very low chance that you'll be able to get paid, get a full job as that. So here Lord Shri Krishna is saying that we should not keep out the nature, as if we hide the nature, then we won't be able to live to our fullest potential and happiness, and that we should show our nature.
Thank you. Ahan. Ahan.